Hi everyone, and welcome to another creative coding video. We're going back to Hydra this time, in part because I'm just sort of fickle and wanted to just make something that looked kind of nice. And so, let's just try making something. So to start, we're just doing a simple gradient that should shift over time. And then we can try blending that with a shape. And that should, we could also try something with the shape. Could try modulating it by something. What if we just do it by a simple oscillator? Let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's kind of fun. But rather than having just the oscillator, what if we actually rotate it as well? And while we're rotating it, here. Let's have it be rotating actively. Okay, so that's fun, but let's also have this whole thing repeat in the X direction. And let's have it repeat a bunch in the X direction. Let's also have it repeat in the Y direction a bunch. Okay. So that's neat. But I think I want to have the whole thing also be modulated by another oscillator. And what did I do wrong? Okay, that is what I wanted. Yeah. Okay, there. I think it doesn't like the length of the lines, which, you know, fair. Yeah, it very much doesn't seem to like the length of the lines, but that's okay, it can deal. So what if we then, oh, I don't know. What if we actually do a collide inside, that modulate there? Okay. That's kind of fun. I like the shapes of that, but let's see what happens if we make the collide bigger. Okay. See, you can start to see some of the flow of the, if you sort of look here in the center, right, you can see some of the kind of flowing rings. If we make it more like that. Okay. And what if we also do a big collide of the whole thing? So the problem here is I'm going to say I want to reverse direction for part of this. Great. That's starting to be a more fun, interesting pattern. And if I turn up the modulation, If I turn up the blending, let's, okay. Ah, okay. That's actually nice. Okay, now let's see what happens if we just do another... Let's see what happens if we stack another set of collides. Okay, great. We're starting to get those really nice actual kaleidoscopy feels there. And at this point, if I posterize, then it should create like some weird color bucketing. Yep. Okay. So it's starting to have a little bit more of a, what would you call that, risograph kind of look to it. Let's see if I make even smaller number of buckets for the color, then you really get that effect. And the change in the gradient is just sort of changing which colors it's using. Let's shift the hue a little. And that killed everything, so okay. Alright. It's just having to think some thoughts, apparently. Alright. Oh, I see. There's a part of the gradient cycle where it's just blackness. That's a little funny. See if I change the hue value a little, if that stays true. It's starting to be a little hard to see, so maybe I'll maybe I'll change the posterize to just slightly more bins, and then see if that gives us something that's a little... Maybe I'll just stop changing the hue and let it, So that's kind of fun. It's a little lava lampy. Now, if I... Let's see, if I do modulate... Scroll X by another OSC. Let's see what happens. I actually don't know what that'll look like. Oh, okay, that's actually quite nice. Then if I also do like that, yeah, that shouldn't really have any effect. But the actual dynamics involved are really nice. So let's see if we can just completely wreck it. Let's put in like a rotate, and then here 0.1. So let's have it rotate, and then do one more kaleidoscope effect. And now it's just undulating, which is pretty fun. What if I make the... What else can we do with this? Let me think. I suppose the last thing we could do is just modulate with noise and see what happens. Oh, you know what? I should do that before I do all the... Yeah. Because the order actually matters, so... And I... Oh. Okay. I think I managed to break Hydra. you wouldn't know this, but that's actually the second time today I've done that. Okay. This on the other hand works. That's kind of, again, sort of a fun undulating pattern. Except, let's see if there's anything else interesting we can do. Let me think about what functions we have. You know, I never use contrast. What would that even do here? If I... you know, I kind of like that, though. The greens and the oranges. But let me turn down the contrast and see what that does. Okay, so we're sort of... Here, let's turn it up stupid high and see what happens. Okay. Now we just kind of have these little bands of green and orange on what is mostly black. Alright. But if I were to multiply this by if I were to add it, I think it would be too bright. Oh, no, it's actually not too bright. That still works. Okay, I don't know, that's pretty fun. I'm willing to kind of call that there, and then probably do another Hydra video after this, and then we'll return to punctual for a bit. Okay, so I'll see you probably in the next creative coding video, and until then, take care.